The Khaki Campbell duck. The Khaki Campbell duck is often raised for meat and eggs. However, they have value well beyond that. They produce liquid fertilizer and are excellent pest control. While they are generally gentle on the gardens, they did devour my zucchini plants and similar vine crops. They eat many garden pests, including slugs, which is a huge perk, and since they are so good at finding forage, they require very little feed for the bulk of the year. We like to feed them table scraps, which they come running for, although they tend to be a bit skittish if you don't spend much time with them. They mucky up water pretty quick, but they do so by pooping in it, meaning you can harvest many gallons per day of this useful fertilizer. The females sound differently than the males, with more of a classic duck quack. Males can also often be identified by a single curved feather on their tail. Occasionally, this single feather gets plucked out or otherwise lost, so it's not a foolproof way to know. The male ducks called drakes have a bit more of a raspy sound to their voice. The eggs are rich and prized for baking. They lay between 250 to 300 plus eggs per year. Adult Khaki Campbells can survive temps at least as low as 0 degrees Fahrenheit, and some report they can handle temps as low as -10 degrees, but they prefer it to be a bit warmer. Still, it's a good idea to keep their bedding dry to avoid frostbite. They tend not to sit on their eggs, making an incubator or broody hen necessary if you want to hatch their eggs. They can and do crossbreed with some other ducks. They like to be out foraging from sun up to sundown, but need to be someplace safe for nighttime. Frequent water changes is the biggest associated chore with them. But as I mentioned before, that water is amazing fertilizer, so it's worth the time to change it out daily. To automate the biggest chore, put a toilet float valve on a pond so you can simply flush the water out of the pond and not have to worry about it overflowing, as the float valve will turn the water off when the pond is full. The top of an IBC tote works great, or even something simple like half of a 55-gallon drum. Hopefully this has been helpful. Feel free to check out our other videos and subscribe, etc. I almost forgot to mention, they eat fire ants. I've personally witnessed it.